And we are back at it with the review. Today we are just going over chapter 6. So chapter 6 dealt with the matrices. So the matrix multiplications, the EROs, elementary row operations. So this was all dealing with how to solve a matrix or how to put a set of equations into a matrix. Okay, so for this, I have my rows of A times my columns of A. So in here we've got 2 by 2. And it's going to be multiplied when we're multiplying it by the rows of B times the columns of B. Here's one thing we need to look for. We have to have the columns of A and the rows of B equal to each other. So I'm going to look here and I'm going to say, are these equal? Yes, they are. If those two are equal, you can essentially drop the middle. So we go do, because they're equal. And we're going to have a 2 by 3 as our final product dimensions. Okay, I'm going to look here. I'm going to say those are equal. And we are going to have a 4 by 7 as our final product dimensions. Those aren't bad. You're not actually having to multiply matrices. Thankfully, Abeka decided to look at this and say, whoa, that's a lot of work. Let's just make sure they understand the dimensions of this. So I think you're going to be excited to see that I'm reviewing a lot of things in detail that you may not even need to know half these details for. But please make sure you understand what you are doing. And if you have any questions, again, talk to me. I am here for you guys. I am your teacher. I do care about what you understand and what you don't. So let me know. Moving on to a review of 6.3. So 6.3 was the elementary row operations, otherwise known as the EROs. So here I have an example of a system of equations. So I have a system of 3 equations, and it tells me I want to switch equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, let's see then. How is that going to work? So we've got 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. It wants me to switch 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm going to switch them. X plus y minus 2z equals 11. 2x plus 3y minus 7z equals 5. It doesn't want me to do anything with number 3, so I'm going to leave it. And there I have my final answer for my ERO. So really for this, all you are doing is what it tells you to do. It tells you to switch them, switch them. Be done with it. Don't try to solve the equation unless it specifically says solve for, which it's not going to on your test. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is determinants. Now this you will have to solve one, so I want to explain it to you real quick. So if you forgot, we go down here and we subtract up. Okay, so I wrote that out here. So we do the first one of the first row in the first column, and then we do the second row, second column. Okay, and then we're going to subtract second column, first row, and the multiplication of the second row, first column, and first row, second column. Okay, so that's first row, second column, second row, first column. So I'm just going to show you a problem because I probably got you all confused here. So I'm going to go down. So I'm going to go 2 times 8, and I'm going to subtract -1 times +4. So 2 times 8 is 16 minus -1 times -4, -4. That can be changed to a plus, so I've got 16 plus 4, which gives me 20 as my determinant. You're going to have to do one problem like that. It is just a simple 2 by 2 matrix, so they're not making you do any of the longer 3 by 3s or 4 by 4s for this. So it's going to be a pretty quick problem. Again, it is multiple choice. So if you get confused on this, try and use process of elimination as to what would work out properly. And that leads us to the last thing in 6.5. So it's page 301, 6.5, this is Kramer's rule. So I wrote us out this long thing here, and I'm going to show you how we would set this up for our equation. Okay, so it says it's for 2 variable only. So again, we're only dealing with the 2 variables here. So the system is a1x plus b1y equals c1, a2x plus b2y equals c2. You're going to understand why they're labeled the way they are in a second. Solutions are x is the determinant of x divided by the determinant of a. y is the determinant of y divided by the determinant of a. And then down here, I have how we set stuff up. So the determinant of a is simply going to be a1, b1, a2, b2. Do you see this? So this was equation 1, equation 2, and we've got a, b, c, a, b, c. Okay, so a is just simply a and b. X is we use c to replace the a's because the a's are positioned with the x's. And y is we use c's to replace the b's because the b's are positioned with the y's. So I'm going to start off by making my 3 matrices here. So I'm going to start with, oops, I didn't label this, A. I'm going to do X. And I'm going to do Y. And they're all going to fit right here. So A is going to be 1, 4, 2, 3. Easy enough. X, I don't want to use any of my X values, so I'm going to use these instead. -4, -1, 2, 3. Y, I want to use my X's, so 1, 4, but I don't want to use these because they're positioned with my Y's, so -4, -1. So the determinant of A is going to be 1 times 3 minus 4 times 2, which is 3 minus 8, which makes my determinant -5. Okay. Determinant of X is -4 times 3 minus -1 times 2, -12 minus -2, which gives me a +10 because this changes to plus here. Okay. And then Y is 1 times -1 minus 4 times -4. So that's -1 minus -16. Again, these turn to plus here, which is going to give me a -1 plus 16, which is 15. So if I wanted to solve for X, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to show you. If I want to solve for X, I do the determinant of X divided by the determinant of A. So X is going to equal 10 divided by -5, which is -2. And then Y is going to equal the determinant of Y divided by the determinant of A. So 15 divided by -5, which is -3. So that's actually how we're going to solve these. So you need to make sure that you understand how to find the solutions of these. And I just realized I don't know if you can see the bottom of this, so I'm going to kind of shift it up real quick. And I'm going to make sure that you can see all of that. I think I moved it up properly, but I am not sure. It's hard with making sure that you guys can get enough of this on here so that it's not teeny tiny writing, but so that you can still see information that I'm doing instead of me doing one line at a time. If you didn't get that and you really wanted to, let me know, and I can film another video and upload it by the end of this week for you, so I can upload it by tomorrow if I need to, okay? But make sure that you know these right here. So you need to know this and you need to know this, okay? So those are vitally important. This is your second set of review. If you have any questions so far, let me know. Tomorrow we are going to do chapter 7 and chapter 8. See you then.